Hi guys, welcome to Grammar and Writing Lesson 18. I hope you're ready for your vocabulary quiz today. If you are not, stop, pause the video, and study. With your vocabulary for today, first we have Calvary. The two words that you have today are words that are often confused in their pronunciation. Calvary, this is a proper noun, and it refers to the site of Jesus' crucifixion. So notice it's spelled capital C-A-L-V-A-R-Y, Calvary. Jesus Christ died at Calvary. Now here's the second one, cavalry, cavalry. So your L is in the second syllable, and this is not a proper noun, so it's lowercase c-a-v-a-l-r-y. So the first one is Calvary, the second one is cavalry. Cavalry is a military troop on horseback. So that's a group of soldiers that ride horses. That's what the cavalry is. Not the cavalry, the cavalry. For example, the Canadian Mounties are a respected cavalry. Now, I want you guys to try. Fill in the blank with the correct vocabulary word. The Roman guards placed the cross for Jesus on Mount what? And when the Indians attacked the fort, the blank rode out to fight them. Number one, it was on Mount Calvary. And on number two, the cavalry rode out to fight them. Okay, I went really fast through this. Make sure you pause it and write down definitions if you did not get a chance to do so, because I went fast, too fast for you to really write it. Okay, if you need to rewind so you can see it and write it down, please do. All right, now we are going to your quiz. So you need to take out a separate piece of paper, close your notebook, put it away. You need a piece of paper ripped out of your notebook, all of your notes and everything put away, just a piece of paper, pencil, eraser. Okay, put your name at the top, vocabulary quiz 2. Here we go. Ready for this? Section A is just like last time. Write the definitions of the following vocabulary words. Number 1, cacophony. Cacophony. Now, I am not going to stop long enough for you to write the definitions without pausing the video. So make sure you pause your video before I go on. Number 2, euphony. Euphony. Number 3, allude. Allude. Number 4, confidentially. Confidentially. And number 5, eulogy. Eulogy. Okay, make sure you pause the video, written down all of your definitions. We're going on section B. Section B says, write the vocabulary words for the following definitions. Number 6, to do something with full assurance or strong belief. To do something with full assurance or strong belief. Number 7, an opinion or doctrine that disagrees with or deviates from accepted beliefs or standards. An opinion or doctrine that disagrees with or deviates from accepted beliefs or standards. Number 8, pretending to follow religious or moral beliefs when one does not really possess them. Okay, pretending to follow religious or moral beliefs when one does not really possess them. Number 9, which prefix means good? You've been learning some prefixes. Which prefix means good? Number 10, bad handwriting or spelling. Bad handwriting for spelling. Okay, pause your video if you need to finish anything. I'm going to move on to the next slide. Just like last time, fill in the blank with the correct vocabulary word. Number 11, the only way the rabbit could blank the fox was to hide in a hole. Now once again, I'm going to give you some words to choose from at the very end, so you might want to hang on. Number 12, summer vacation gave the students a beautiful feeling of blank. Number 13, the lawyer shut the door so he could speak with his client blank. Number 14, her blank was revealed when she said she did not like bullies, but later was unkind to her brother. And number 15, the washing machine, television, and telephone all together made a loud blank. Okay, so from these words, choose the ones that best fit in the blank. Allude, euphoria, cacophony, cacography, hypocrisy, confidentially, heresy, euphony, confidently, elude. Okay, that is it for your quiz. Pause your video if you need to complete this. And when you're ready, go ahead and press play to move on. We are talking today about understanding a personal experience narrative. A personal experience narrative is a story from your own perspective. So basically a story that you are watching and you are telling. You mention yourself in the story and use first-person pronouns such as I and me. So I saw this happen when I was with my family, things like that. This is called first-person perspective because you're using first-person pronouns. Remember, there are first-person pronouns, second-person pronouns, which would be you, your, and third-person pronouns, he and she. Whenever you use first-person pronouns, I and me, this is called first-person perspective. And that's what you would write, a personal experience narrative, because it was something that happened to you. Many times, your personal experience narrative tells about an event that caused you to change in some way. So you are going to be very soon writing your own personal experience narrative. But before you start, we're going to go through some exercises to help you understand better what a personal experience narrative is, and then you will start on your own writing of this. So first, read the following personal experience, then answer the questions. So you're going to be analyzing someone else's personal experience narrative. So let's read this together. We had just picked up our new car, and we were about to take it for a spin, as Dad put it. The car had that new car smell, that great mixture of leather, plastic, and carpet. We all piled in, eager to ride to the lake. As usual, Aaron and I argued about who got to sit behind Mom and get the extra legroom. As usual, Aaron, being older, got her way, but even her victory couldn't spoil the joy of the new car. We cruised along the winding, hilly roads that followed the lake shore. The car seemed to glide over the potholes left behind by winter. We could barely hear the motor. It purred like a cat. At the top of a steep hill, a motorcyclist behind us began to pass us in spite of the double yellow line. If in the middle of the road there's a double yellow line, that means you're not supposed to go around someone. At the same moment, a big red van nosed out of a driveway just ahead. We all gasped. All we could do was watch. The cyclist roared past, slammed into the van, and went flying. Instantly, Dad pulled over. Mom ran to the nearest house to call for help. Aaron, Dad, the driver of the van, and I ran to the cyclist. To everyone's surprise, he stood up. His knees were skinned and there was a nasty cut, but he was all right. He was pretty shaken up though, and I noticed that he wasn't much older than Aaron. I could tell she was thinking the same thing. Her face was pale. On the ride home, my mind was racing. I knew the motorcyclist could have been killed. I also knew it could have been our car that hit the van. I suddenly felt awfully lucky, and I pinched Erin just to reassure myself. She didn't even yell. She just pinched me back, smiling. Okay, this is from your page that you need to have pulled out, page 1 of Understanding a Personal Experience Narrative. We've just read that together, and now we're going to do your exercise together. So woohoo, yay for that. You won't have homework after the video. You will be doing it with me. So first of all, in the questions that we need to answer, which event in the story was planned and which was unexpected? There were 2 events. One of them was planned, supposed to happen. The other one, not so much. Which event was planned, which was unexpected? I want you to write down your answer first before I show it. So please pause the video and write down your answer. Okay, now I'm going to reveal basically what the correct answer should be. Of course, you may have used different words. The drive was planned. They were planning on taking out the car, take it for a spin, as Dad said. The crash was unexpected. They did not plan to see a motorcycle accident. Number 2. By the way, how'd you do? Did you get that? I hope so. Number 2, which descriptive details does the writer use to contrast the drive in the car with the accident? So when the writer is first writing, they're talking about the drive in the car. What kind of descriptions do they give when they're just driving? Then how does it change when the accident happens? What kind of descriptive details, what kind of words does the writer use? Pause your video, think about it, and write it down. Okay, you should be back. You should have something on your paper. So the drive is quiet and smooth to start out with. The motor purred like a cat was one phrase. That kind of gives the idea that it's very smooth, very suave, nothing weird is going on. The car seemed to glide over the potholes. So that's the idea that everything is going nice and smoothly, it's peaceful, it's calm. But then the crash is loud and sudden. The cyclist roared past and slammed into the van. So those kinds of descriptions, they show a lot of noise, it's not very peaceful, so it changes a lot. How'd you do? Did you get that? All right. Number 3, why does Erin become pale after the narrative? So as the story's going, there's a point where Erin becomes pale. What happened? Why did she become pale? Pause your video and write down your answer. Okay, she sees a link between herself and the cyclist, for they are about the same age. So Erin and the cyclist, they are very close in age, so she can see how that could have been her, and she could have been killed. So it hit her how serious the situation could have been, because it was kind of personal. What has changed for the narrator, the person writing, and the narrator's sister, for Erin, by the end of the narrative? How does the writer show the change? So in this story, starts out with a peaceful drive, ends with an accident. What changed in that? And how does the writer show it? Pause your video and write down what you believe is the answer. Okay, both the narrator and Erin realize how close they came to being involved in the accident. They also realize that even if they sometimes fight, they value each other, which the writer shows with a friendly pinch. So he shows how they both realize how close they could have been to being involved by how they were both pale, or how Erin was pale, excuse me, and then the writer pinches her just to kind of show that, okay, you're still here, I'm still here, I love you. You know, sometimes that's the relationship you have with someone. You kind of fight with them playfully, and that's how you show your affection to each other. Well, that's a lot of times what siblings end up doing, right? So that was the friendly pinch. Okay, guys, how did you do? Do you feel like you a little bit understood it? We're going to keep studying personal experience narratives before you write your own. Don't you worry. We're going to study characteristics of them and what you need to have to write a good one for me when it's your turn. All right, but until then, I hope you have a great day. And I hope that you are submitting your homework on time. Don't forget to send me your vocabulary quiz if you did not already. Pause your video and send it to me. Thanks. Bye.